This very small painting here is has the longest title in the show. It's the smallest painting with the longest title. It is piled high enough for long enough, people begin to mistake them for nature. And it's actually from this really amazing concept in prehistorical times, right? We're talking pre-literary times. There was no written word. And as the nomadic people were going, we found that before there were cities of the living, there were actually cities of the dead. When we see mass amounts of human beings in one place in prehistory, it was because they were being buried there, not because they were living there. People were more spread out everywhere. So there weren't cities yet. But everyone tended to bury their people in the same place, right? Maybe because who knows why. But people would travel for miles and miles around to bury their dead. So the first cities in human existence were piles of human dead. That's where the most people were. So I heard the idea and I thought that's amazing. You know, you would not think that. Then I read that in some areas, the burial of all the people for, we're talking 5,000, 6,000, 8,000 years, that eventually grass would grow over it and they'd become hills. So I was thinking about these burial places, and that if piled high enough for long enough, people begin to mistake them for nature. That the piling of the dead becomes a geographical figure in the same way, like, why does that valley, the Cuyahoga Valley, exist? Because of glaciers. Well, why does that hill exist? Because we piled bodies so high, right? That's not a usual explanation for a geographical figure. So I thought it was fascinating. And so I just drew these two big piled dense things with some water to make it look like a Bob Ross painting or something. So yeah, piled high enough for long enough, people begin to mistake them for nature. It's about the first cities of the dead and how they eventually just became hills.